Hey, hey, y'all. It's Michelle from Monkey's Creations. We are on bright and early. So come on in. Hopefully I'm on the right page because I can't find y'all. Where y'all be? There you are. Yeah, from on page because I can't find y'all. Turn that off. Good morning, good morning. It's bright and early. I hope y'all have your coffee. Did you have your coffee? So I'm going to be live twice today. But I wanted to show y'all these new Senna foam bugs I have. They are available on my website, monkeyscreations.com. So I'm going to make a Senna with y'all and show y'all these, show you the new Sennas. And then I will be live either late this morning or early afternoon, and we will do the all ribbon kit ladybug. Okay. So come on in. I'm still sucking on my smoothie. Today it is spinach, strawberries, bananas, chai tea, or chai seeds, and cauliflower. Yum. Yum, yum. Girl, you better get your coffee. Get your coffee. So, I want to show you the new Sennas, and then we will make one. Okay. Now, the brown, I went with brown because kind of the browns, yellows, those kinds of things are your typical sunflowers. So I thought a brown would be awesome. And you can buy my already decorated ones. I have a big glue string. Or you can buy them plain, whichever you prefer, and add your own. These blue are gorgeous. I have had these before, but they are now back in stock. This one is gorgeous. It is the pink with the purple in it. Love it. This is one of the new ones. It is the ones with the flowers and the leaves on the pink. Too stinking cute. And I should have brought it. I think I have one over there. And I'm kind of basing these on, you know, the, like the frog, you've got the frog ribbon. There is daisy ribbon, purple daisy ribbon that this would be cute in if you want to do all ribbon. And I do have a frog kit coming that's going to be too stinking cute, but that's kind of what I'm basing these on. And then the white with the purple, glitter is back in stock. So those are the new ones, okay? For the foam that I already have, these are listed on my website, so you can make your own Sennas if you want. These are the ladybugs. Now this is, I use 5-inch Sennas no matter what board I'm doing. This is the ones with the holes punched. Colleen. These are the ladybugs with the paint. So you've got the painted dots, so it gives it more of that 3D. And then these are the bees. So you get 2 sets of bees. They all come with 6. Or I'm sorry, they all come with 12. So on the bees, and I'll go when we come down to the board, you'll get 6 of each. And then the ladybugs, you get 12 of each. Okay. So let's come down and I will show you how I make my Sennas. Now I'm only going to show you the rope ones. The glittered is still my secret. I won't give that out. But I will. Oh, and the stars. Remember I showed y'all the stars the other day? So the stars are in stock too. Charlotte. So you're going to need your rope. And if you just Google rope, tons of rope places will come up. I get mine from everywhere. So, and I order in bulk, obviously. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take your glue gun. First off, we need a piece of tape. Y'all don't buy this rope unless you have tape, because when you cut it, you don't want those ends to fray, all right? So get you a piece of tape. I for some reason have tons of electrical tape. Don't ask me why, because I have no idea. So I just cut a piece off and I just hang it right there on my board, or usually I do this at my table. So I do sit when I make centers. So get you a piece of tape. That way when you go to the end, you can wrap it around there and cut it in between so your rope doesn't fray. Okay. I take my glue gun and I literally find my center and go right down. Let the glue gun do the work, just like that. Yeah, you could burn the ends too, but when I'm making 30, 40, 50, I ain't burning nothing. I'm just going to get me a piece of tape. Put some glue in there. Take your rope. Stick it down in that hole, just like that. And then now I'm going to take my glasses off for this. Then all you're going to do is put you a bead of glue and start wrapping. Now this part, I do hold this for a second, because when you start wrapping, you don't want that center to move. Okay, and then you just start gluing. You don't want a lot of glue, but you do need glue to hold it. Nope, I don't paint the ball when I do the rope. I only painted the ball when I did the glitter. Now it can go pretty quickly. I can make a center in usually 5 to 7 minutes. But I've got my technique down, so it goes pretty quickly for me. Every once in a while, I just stop, hold it in place, let that glue sit. Good morning. Yeah, the only time I painted the balls was when I used all glitter. So I would paint the balls the color of the glitter. That way, if the glitter didn't completely show, you didn't see a white styrofoam ball. You would burn the heck out of yourself. Trust me, I have. But I've pretty much got my technique down now. I mean, I've made over 5,000 of these. So, for me, it goes pretty quickly. Good morning, good morning. Now you don't want so much glue that it comes out the sides, but you need enough glue that it holds. Okay. Usually I have this sitting in a box on the floor. That way I don't have to fight with it. But what glue gun? I am using an AdTech 2-temp dual, so it's a high and low. And it's got that small tip, so I get the glue exactly where I want it. Yeah, they do make the silicone fingers that you can use, but they tend to get in my way more than they help. But I don't burn myself nearly as much as I used to, for sure. I do go through a lot of glue. Looks like an ice cream sandwich. So normally I get the long sticks, and I probably go through about 5 packs of those a week. Crazy. Crazy amount of glue. Okay, so you can see I'm taking my whole hand and I'm holding that so that rope does not move because that glue is not completely set up yet. And I'm just pushing it to make sure that that rope is hitting the rope above it. Good morning. We all up bright and early, y'all. Toward the end. Awesome, Elva. Okay, so I'm almost to the end. So right there, I go to where it's flush and then give it a little bit more, and that's where I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to take my tape. Now, I usually don't use that big a piece, but okay, and then I'm going to cut right in between that tape. Don't use your good scissors for this, y'all. Then that way I have my next tip ready to go ahead and start my next one. Okay, so just finish it off. And then I do take my wand. I have a wand that has a hot wire, and I will clean this completely flush. Glue this to the bottom of my senna, just like this one. It's completely glued. Yeah, got to use that tape. Okay, and then I will take, I'm just going to use white because that's what I have right here, and use my glue tip again, stick that in there. And then open it up, take your U-pen, put it over, so you've got the glue holding it and you've got the U-pen holding it, and you don't ever have to worry about it coming off. Okay, now I'm not doing that because my senna is not cleaned up. Okay, so let's do the bees on this one. So the bees, now you don't have to completely cover the white because you're never going to get your balls completely straight in half. Y'all, just take your hot wire and smooth it. And I should have brought it. It's right there, so I can show you how to do it. But so for the bees, you get 2 different styles. You get the round one. And this is the glittered foam. And then you get this one. They are both cute. So you get 6 of each. Okay. And they're going to go perfect. So all I do, now I'm not going to use these. I have my own bag. So that I don't take 5-inch balls is what I always use. Now, I buy the whole balls and cut them in half. You can find just the 5-inch already cut in half at Unique in the Creek. Okay? So, I'm going to use my bag. And I think I'm going to use the round ones. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is put a good amount of glue on the back. Just like that. And hold it. Okay. Now I do not glue the antennas down. I like them kind of looking 3D. So it is kind of sticking up, and that's what I want. My hot wire I do get from Amazon. And then I usually put 2. So then we've got our odds. We've got the ball, which is 1, 2, and 3. Good morning. Okay. Isn't that cute? So it just adds a little something something to your flowers. I'm going to make this yellow one. And then I will go grab my hot wand and show y'all that. Y'all, I love my tools. I have a ball with them. So this is a yellow one. Now this is the rope. And for the ladybugs, okay, so these are the punched out ones. So these lay flat. These are the painted ones. The dots are painted, so it gives you that more of your 3D look. Okay, and you get 12 of each in your bags. Oh, this one goes in there. So the holes are flushed. Now I am working with Deanna to make these for y'all. So these are all handmade by Deanna. So you're supporting another small business when you buy these. Yes. See how it's punched? Yep, you can add whatever you want. But I'm going to get in my bag. And I'm going to use the painted ones. So she is making all of these, and I'm buying them from her. And then I listed them on my website yesterday. Okay, so here is the 3D painted one. And we're going to do the same thing. Just a good amount of glue. Stick it on there. Yep. Okay, I'm going to add one more. Yep, Deanna Davis is making them for me so that I can offer them to y'all. These are on my website, monkeyscreations.com. So helping out a fellow wreath maker. I love when we can get together and work on something and offer it to you guys. I love helping out other small businesses. So this is another way that I'm doing that. And there you go. Aren't those cute? Good morning, good morning. These are under supplies. So there's your bugs, there's your stars. Now your stars, you get 100 of the large ones and 100 of the smaller ones. Okay, and they're all glittered. So you've got the small and the large, depending on which project you're using. I used these on our patriotic wreath the other day. So they're, well, and when I told her about this, I was like, you know what? I can always find the packs of the red, white, and blue stars, but I can never find the packs of just the white. So how many of us buy all the red, white, and blue, and then all we use is the white ones? I've got tons of blue and red over there, but I only use the white. So maybe I'll donate those to the school or something and they can do something with them. But there's your stars. So if you give me just a second, I'll grab the hot wand and show y'all how that works. Because I love my tools. So this is the hot wand. Okay, so we're just going to finish that one off so y'all can see how I finish mine off. If I can get to a plug. All right. There we go. So you may not be able to see it, but there is a hot wire there. Probably kind of really hard to see. So we're just going to turn it on. It heats up really, really quick, but cools down just as quick. So when I'm trying to finish off my bottoms, I'm going to take my glasses off. And I'm just going to take it and run it right across my bottom. And get a nice smooth bottom. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then I'll turn it off. Now watch. Watch how cool it cools. So it's still on. See how it just went right through there? So when I turn it off, it's already not going through. So it cools off just as quickly as it heats up. Okay. You can paint and glitter the stars. You can. You can, you can. That's too much work though, y'all. They're too small. I work hard, but I'm going to do it smarter. I'm just going to buy them. All right. So then you just take your bottom. I run a bead of glue. Hold that down, and then I actually run another bead of glue so it hits both. I have a tower on each side of my table. It's just hard to get to them because I have so much stuff. You can cut a ball in half with that. I have another tool to do that. That's even easier to cut my balls in half. Okay, and then I will take my glue tip, stick it right in the middle, run a bead of glue. See why I use so much glue? Stick my pipe cleaner down in there, open it up, take my U-pen, put it right in that glue on each side. Push that down in there. And then twist your pipe cleaner. And now it is not fallen off of your flower. All right. I'm going to leave that sitting upside down. I don't want glue all over my table, but that's it. So the bugs and the stars are on my website. All the new Sennas are on my website. I've got new ones coming, so I'm working on that. Anything else? But I think this has to be one of my favorites with the flowers and the leaves. So, all right, that's all I've got for y'all. I'm going to start working on some orders again. And I will be live with y'all later, and we will do the Ladybug All Ribbon Kit, because I'm really excited to do that. I know they are out of stock, but I have more coming. So be patient. They will be back in stock soon. All right, we'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.